Well, here we have this. This should be scary to everybody, kind of type thing. No, Biden. Meloni's victory in Italy is a warning for American democracy. Think about that. In Italy, the people elected her through a fair process. And it's a warning for American democracy. No, what it's a warning for really is failure of far left policy that's crumbling before our eyes, and the far left, like any dictator, is digging in even harder. But let's just see. Now, President Biden used the results of last week's prime ministerial election in Italy, which saw hard right candidate Giorgia Meloni prevail. Again, language, hard right. As a warning of what could befall the United States if the nation's politics succumbed to surging authoritarian impulses. Do you hear the fear-mongering in that? You saw what's happened in Italy in that election, Biden said at a Wednesday evening fundraiser for the Democrats' Governor Association at a private residence in Washington, D.C., probably full of elites. You're seeing what's happening around the world. Yeah, people are fed up with far-left policies. The reason I bothered to say that is you can't sign about what's happening here either. The far left is falling apart. Their policies aren't working. I mean, they went and did things like defund the police and crime has gone up, and Democrats are not. We didn't do that. That wasn't us. Yes, it was. It was you guys. Meloni's Brothers of Italy, which has neo-fascist roots, will be the first far-right party to lead Italy since World War II. Again, there's the fear-mongering. The party, which received about 6% of the vote, and whose center-right coalition garnered roughly a 44% share, again, they voted, will be tasked to form a coalition government next month. Meloni will be her country's first woman premier, instead of celebrating the first woman there because she doesn't follow the narrative of the far left. She is hard right Mussolini. Meloni is an ally of Hungarian leader Viktor Orban. Now, far left doesn't like Hungary either because a lot of Hungary's government is pushing Hungarians first over the EU and other places. Now, his agenda has been embraced by American conservatives, many who see Meloni as a natural ally. America is stronger when Italy is strong, sovereign, prosperous, and free, Senator Tom Cotton wrote in a Twitter message celebrating her victory. And of course, they'll go after him too here. Her victory was similarly celebrated by Europe's far right. Marine Le Pen, who in April made it to the French presidential runoff election, hailed Meloni for opposing the threats of an anti-democratic and arrogant European Union. The European Union threatened Italy if they didn't vote the way they wanted the European Union to do. But you probably won't hear anything about this in this article. In Spain, the leader of the country's hard-right Vox opposition party said on Twitter that Meloni has shown the way for proud and free Europe of sovereign nations that can compete on behalf of everybody's security and prosperity. Praise for Meloni on both sides of the continent could be seen to confirm Biden's argument that authoritarianism is becoming increasingly attractive as many democracies embrace rancor and nationalism. Oh my God. Yet they haven't said anything about how authoritarianism is going to be. But yet they completely overlooked the authoritarianism of the EU. Go figure that one. It's awfully hard to reach a consensus in a short amount of time, he said on Wednesday's evening, acknowledging the challenges of democratic rule. Both in his remarks then and in other venues in the day, the president lamented the disappearance of the Republicans like Bob Dole and John McCain, who he said could maintain conservative principles without seeking to destroy the institutions that sustain American democracy. Which side again was looking to defund the police? Sure wasn't conservatives. It was these idiot liberals that people like Biden and the Democrats are sucking up to. Now, for several months, Biden has been determinedly casting today's Republican Party as having been captured by MAGA Republicans who adherence to former President Donald Trump's imperils, in his view, American democracy. No, they just don't like they don't like conservative values. No, let's be real. They don't like conservative values. He warned that Republican governors and state legislators could, if they gain more power, erode the integrity of elections to come. You know, every time I see a problem with an election, it's usually involving a Democrat. Today's GOP is a different breed of cat. Yeah, they now talk back and fight back, Biden said, defending his earlier remarks about the Republican Party's supposedly fascist, tongue-tied today, and describing the economic proposals of Senator Rick Scott and Ron Johnson as radical measures meant to shred social safety net programs like Social Security. Sorry, Social Security needs to be... It needs something. It needs to be overhauled. I'm sorry. This is something all people... but Democrats, all they want to do is toss more money at it. Criticizing the incompetence of the preceding administration, that is Trump's, he seems to suggest that returning either or both chambers of the Congress to Republican control would lead to the kind of anti-democratic backslide he and other liberals believe awaits Italy under Meloni. And if that doesn't happen, what are they going to do? How are they going to double down? But we have to win. We need to keep Congress. We need to keep control of the Congress to state the obvious. At one point during his remarks, he was interrupted by the ringing of his phone. He joked that Trump was calling, to laughter of the audience. And again, this is the entire anti-Trump thing. Personally, I've already moved on from Trump, but good God, the amount of hate from the far left. I mean, if Biden said we want to round up Trump supporters, everybody in here that is listening to Biden, is a Biden supporter, would go, yes, let's do it, and they wouldn't think twice. And then they say the Trump supporters are the ones that are fascist. Yeah, I mean, this right here doesn't heal. It doesn't do anything but divide, which is exactly what Democrats are doing. But let me know your thoughts. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, get notified for new videos, and I'm on YouTube. Come on over. See me over on Rumble. Rumble's a much better platform. And I will see you next video.